What's up, guys? It's your boy King Bandit here, back with another peach tea eating banger. So, you see the title. You already know what's going on today. So, since you already know what's going on, you might as well have already thiefed that like button. Why didn't you do it? I'm watching you. I know you did not thinking of Corey Kenshin. I know you did not thief that like button. Why haven't you done it yet? Hold on. So, you gonna thief that like button or do I have to come? I will come for you. I'll come for you. I will. Don't think I won't. You see this? This ain't a game. I will come for you. I'll go ahead and like that like button. Thief that like button. Had to fix my phone. My bad. So, today, I'm gonna be talking about something simple. Something most of us have probably already done before. I'm going to tell you guys a story of the day that I got high. Not gonna lie, it actually wasn't. No, I mean, kind of, not really, but I was high. That was my first time ever getting high. So, let's get right on into the story. Excuse me. So, this was, I'm not gonna focus on dates because I actually do not know the date of when this happened, or not even the month. So, one day, it was me and Alex. We were sitting in Mandarin, and I was just chilling, and, then me and Alex, we were, close. We were always, we lived right down the street from each other. God damn. He lives right down the street from me, so we wouldn't link up or anything, because I would never be wanting to go out the house. So yeah, he lives right down the street from me, and we would talk. We were always on the same bus, well, obviously, and me and Alex, we were close. So what me and Alex did, Alex had told me one day in Mandarin that he was bringing weed to school the next day, and I was like, oh, word? Oh, word? And he was like, bro, you're lying. I was like, bro, you're lying. He was like, no, I'm being so for real. And then I was like, bro, you gonna let me get some? He was like, you want some? And I was like, yeah. I was like, fuckhead, yeah, fuckhead. And he was like, all right, bet. What happens the next day? Guess what happens the next day? The next day, he brings in the stuff. Now, I didn't expect him to, because it was actually, he put it in, I think those are what are those things called? Those muffin things. They're like little bites. There we go. He put it in birthday cake little bites, and I hadn't really known what the birthday cake little bites had tasted like, but I still wasn't gonna know what it tasted like with the weed inside of it. So now I'm like, he brings it to school the next day, and I'm surprised because I didn't actually think he was gonna bring it. So I was like, all right, bet. I was like, all right, cool. I was like, bro, I'm trying to get some of that. And then he was like, you want some? And then I was like, yeah. So I took three chunks, three tiny chunks. No, two tiny. I took two tiny chunks and one medium sized chunk. So I already knew just off the medium size one I was gonna get high. So now Alex, he was like telling me like how long it was gonna take for this stuff to kick in. So I was like, all right, bet. He was like 15. He was like, in 15 minutes it's just gonna smack me right in the face. Like it's just gonna come out of nowhere. So now I'm like, all right, bet. It didn't even take 15 minutes. Took, I'm gonna choose a random number, say 7 minutes for that wave of laziness to just. When I tell you, after like 5 minutes, I was walking around the classroom like this. Ask Alex. And you want to know what I did that class too? I took my ass to sleep. I put my head down and I passed out. Almost was late for my next class because Alex had to be the one to get me up. I was passed out. So now I finally get out to class in this second period. Now, second period I had gym. Second period, the hyperactive type of high just came out of nowhere and just like snapped. Now I'm sitting here snapping off on everybody in gym. We're playing soccer. I'm sitting here, goal, golazo, goal, goal. Like I'm out here cooking up, and then everybody's like, bro, this man, what is going on with him? Like he's never played soccer like this before. Nobody suspects a thing. So we're like, now it's third period. Third period, me and Alex have the same class again. We have Cinco Mane. Me and Alex's class, I knew he had some more. So I was like, yo, Alex, let me get some more. I'm still hyperactive. Well, I'm still hyperactive. Could have sworn I just saw something down there at the corner of my eye. Now I'm still hyperactive, so like I'm jumping around the classroom. Now that day, it was the perfect day because we were watching a movie in that class, and there was no secondary teacher, so we were just chilling. So now it's me, Alex, Jay, Jaden, Gabriel, and Sarah that were actually involved in that specific period. So I was like, veins, hello. So I was like, yo, Alex, let me get some more. Now, Jay wanted some, then Sarah wanted some. I gave Jay some because Jay's the homie. Like, you gotta share with the homies. So I gave Jay some, and I was like, yo, here. I gave him like 2 pieces. Then I ate like another 3 pieces, but that same period, I ate like a chunk like that big, and I was just. I'll get to the completely smack part in a minute. Oh wait, no, I'm capping. No, I didn't have gym that day. No, I just capped my ass off just now. Okay, so actually that day we didn't have gym. Or was that my 4th period class? If I had gym, what did I have 4th period? I always have. What do I have 4th period? I either have technology or. No, yeah, that day we didn't have math. I said math. That day we didn't have gym. So we were in the auditorium, and I actually was not I was not hyperactive. I was not hyperactive. Like it did fuck with my brain. I was not hyperactive. So now it's me, Xavier, and someone else. And it's me, Xavier, Naomi, and her friends. Now I get up on the stage because I can't lay resting in a whatchamacallit, in a one of those auditorium chairs. So I was like, nah, let me get up and go to and get on the stage. So I go up and I get on the stage, and the teacher doesn't mind. So I'm like, alright, go up on the stage. I had something, I can't remember, and I kept throwing it around. Like I think it was a pencil, and I kept throwing it around. I threw it to the back of the stage. For what reason? Please don't ask me, because I don't know. So then Now, I think Naomi still has a video, but I was like, I went on the stage and I almost passed out again. Like, I was really about to get knocked. I was really about to, like, I was knocked out. So, man, I was like, so I was just laying there for like 15 minutes, and then XA had to come up there and see if I was good. And then I was like, yeah, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Now I'm sitting there. After he does that, he goes back down, and I'm rolling on the stage like a maniac. I'm sitting there rolling on the stage like this. Now, was I paying any mind to it? Hell no. So, I don't mean she recorded me. I didn't know she was recording me. But then, um, I got off the stage, and I started walking over to Naomi because, like, I was like typo overprotective and clingy. I still am, but I'm overprotective and clingy of Naomi because like that's one of my best friends. And come on, that's like one of my best friends. So like I would. Okay. Um, that was like one of my best friends, so I would always go over there and I would always like hug her. I always like give her a hug from behind or whether it was from the front, but usually our hugs were just mad long. Um, so yeah, like our hugs used to be like mad long. We would just literally come out of nowhere. I would see her and I would just give her a long ass hug, and then we would go to class or something. um, so that's like the way me and Naomi operated. So I went off the stage and I was walking over to Naomi, and Naomi, she saw my eyes. They were like this. They were low. They were low. Like I damn near looked like I was sleepwalking low. So she was like, "Are you high?" And then I was like, no." Like I was talking with a slur, and I was like, "Yeah, I was talking with a slur, and I was talking slower than normal." So I was like, no. What are you talking about?" Then she was like, "Bro, you're high." I was like, "No, I'm not. What are you talking? Like, no." And she was like, "Best friend, sit down." And I was like, "Nah, nah, 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 nah." And I didn't sit down because at that time I just didn't feel like sitting down. So now I'm going, and me and XA, we're just roaming the auditorium. Now I'm still chilling, and by this time, now whatchamacallit ended. Second period ended. Now let me just skip ahead because y'all already heard the part where I gave Jay some, I had some, and Alex gave me some. Yeah, we already established that part. So now Jay wanted some, I gave him some. Then I still had the bag, so I don't know why I just kept eating it. I ate like two more. I ate because, like I said, I had a big chunk. I had that, then I had two more pieces, and about 5 minutes later, I had two more pieces. Now, finally, Sarah, she asked me if I had food, and I told her no. Now, she was like, she saw the bag in my hand, and then I was like, bro, I was like, this is weed. I was like, she was like, this is, I mean, whoa. I was like, this is weed. Then she was like, ooh, let me get some, let me get some, let me get some. And I was like, no, I'm not giving you any. Her, I was overprotective of Sarah as well, because at that time, Sarah was my best friend too. And I was overprotective as hell over her. I wasn't trying to give her no weed and put her on all this shit. So I kept refusing and refusing and refusing and refusing. Refusing? Okay. And refusing. So then she was like, please, please, please. And I was like, no, you're not getting any, no. Then Sarah, like, we were trying to talk, but like we were afraid of getting caught. So then Sarah had just gave me her phone and like to type in the notes, and then I was like, so I typed this long ass paragraph. And when I'm high or drunk, I tend to have not have the need, but it's like it's out of my control when I'm high. I can't control the like where when I'm high or drunk, I have the uncontrollable ability to express my feelings to whoever I'm talking to. So like if I was high right now and say I was texting I don't know, first person that come of course she comes into my head first. Say I was texting Avery, something I don't know Avery, but say I was texting her and like I was high right now and I would have shared my feelings for her. Like right now I wouldn't even be making this YouTube video if I was high right now. So then yeah. So I wrote like this long ass paragraph to her and I was telling her like no, you're my best friend and I'm not trying to like put you on like any of this shit because like I'm way too protective of you and I know you got strict parents so like when you go home all this shit is gonna happen. I don't want you to be I don't want you to be doing what I'm doing because that's me and like yeah. So I wasn't trying to put her on to none of that. Then eventually she just kept asking and asking and asking and asking. I gave her the smallest piece in the bag. Now, obviously, her body just couldn't handle it, so I gave her like the smallest piece, and I gave the bag back to Alex. Now, Alex had the bag. And he's just chilling. So, so now for the rest of the period, now fourth period hits. I passed out in Miss Weir's class. I passed out in almost all of my classes. So now fifth period comes along and I don't even have the stability to walk outside. So I'm just sitting down in the computer lab. I think I was either playing Build Royale or I was watching niggas play Build Royale. I did not. I don't even know how I had the stability to get down them damn steps. I didn't have the stability to walk outside. So no, I just couldn't do it. So now what the fuck? So sixth period, I mean not sixth period, fifth period, I'm just chilling in the computer lab and a fucking headache hit me. Like it was like a headache. Randomly out of nowhere it just hit me. I'm still like in that lazy type sense. So like the hyperactive part hasn't hit yet. So like a sudden headache is like pounding in my temples and it just hurt, but I was ignoring it. So now sixth period comes along. This is where everything unravels. So Sarah, like I said, like I don't even know how long ago, but like I said, Sarah's body just couldn't take that little piece of weed brownie or whatever you call it. So I gave that to her and I and sixth period I'd asked her because she didn't look so good. Like she didn't look like she was alright. So I asked her if she was okay. And she said yeah. Now, Miss Wagner, who's actually the assistant teacher, had started talking to Sarah. I wasn't paying attention. I think I passed out again. And she went to go, and from what I heard, she went to go tell somebody because she thought that I said, "Has it hit you yet?" So, like, I don't know where she got has it hit you yet from "Are you okay?" Like, I don't know where that came from. So then she went to go tell the dean. The dean came and was like, "Ooh, someone's texting me." And the dean came and was like, "Oh." The dean and Postel had came and got me out of my seventh period class and was like, "Look, we're gonna have a serious talk and I need you to 100% come out and tell the truth." Now, I was gonna lie. Now, as y'all are probably wondering right now, how in living hell did they not realize that this man was high as fuck? Now, you don't understand how hard and how much effort I tried to keep my eyes open and ignore the pounding headache in my head. I was like this the entire time. I was like, yeah. And then I told them, and then I was like, I was gonna lie and be like, bro, nah, I don't know who did it. I don't know who has it. That's what I started out with because like I didn't want to rat out Alex, and they were like, oh, Manuel, look, if you just come out and tell me, if you just come out and tell me who had the drugs or who possessed the drugs in the first place, then I can guarantee you, I give you my word that you will not be in trouble or involved in this any longer. Now that was one hell of a deal, one hell of a bargain. Now it was I could rat out Alex and not have the worry of getting in trouble or my aunt getting involved, or I could not be a snitch and not rat out Alex and probably have the cause of them reversing it back to me and finding out that I actually had some and me getting in trouble more than I wanted to. Now, I chose something in between. I said, I had told them, I said, I don't know. I told them I heard someone else say that Alex had the drugs. I didn't say I had them. I didn't say I didn't know. I didn't say that I didn't know in the first place that he had them. I said I heard someone else say that Alex had marijuana or weed brownies. Now they were like, okay, because I couldn't give a name because I didn't know who it was. Well, obviously I didn't know who it was. I made the shit up. So I was like, all right, bet. And then they were like, oh, well, let me know if you find out who it was, like if you find out who said that. And I was like, all right, bet. And then he was like, Postel had told me, he was like, Manuel, I give you my word, you won't be in trouble for that. You won't have any more parts in this. And then I was like, okay, thank you. And then he sent me back to class. I get home that day and like, you don't even understand. I went upstairs in my room and passed out. Like, I didn't know what else to do. So, more came after that, but, like, that, if y'all want that part of the story, if y'all want, like, the part where Alex was trying to jump me and all of that, then go ahead and put in the comments, that part 2, where that part 2 at. Yeah, put in the comments where that part 2 at. And I'll tell y'all how, like, Alex was trying to fucking jump me and shit. So, that's the end of the video, guys. Thank you for watching. I don't know how y'all can actually sit through my videos for, like, 25 minutes listening to me talk about some shit that happened in my life. Look, I greatly appreciate it. Continue to get those likes up, get those views up, get those comments up, them subscribers up. Go ahead and thief that like button. Swiper, no swiping. Yeah, go ahead and thief that like button. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button if you like the video. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks.